As per my research in Maharashtra, this is the first right now.
Matte is always gorgeous. Work looks very, very well done.
Welcome back, and today we're shooting the Tata Safari in the 2024 variant. It's got a lot of updates, and this video is a little different because this is in the dark blue color, and we're not going to be leaving this car in this anymore because we showed the client what matte PPF would look like on the car. If you come in closer, you could see gloss PPF looks absolutely the same. But if you look at the matte PPF, the finish is completely changed, and the client said he wanted to make the car look distinctive yet not modify it too much. So the best option we thought was to make this car matte and this color. This is going to look distinctive because I've not seen any other Safari in this color in matte right now. So yeah, we're the first, and we're excited to see how the car actually turns out. It's going to look a lot bigger because with gloss you have reflections coming onto the paint, but with matte you cut out all the reflections from the entire car, so it does end up looking a little bigger. And at night the car looks really special. When you look at it with all the lights on, the car actually looks good. Now if you're actually considering if you want to go with matte is actually a little easier to maintain than gloss, because on a daily basis if you're washing the car and you still have some water spots left or some streak marks, that will be visible on a gloss PPF. But if you go with matte, it's very easy to clean. You can pretty much just dust off the car and it'll still seem clean. So if you like matte and you don't want to get the color from the manufacturer in matte, you could decide which color you want in gloss, and then we can convert it to matte for you in whichever color you like. So that is always an option you can go for. This car is going to look really special. I'm excited to get it started. Now another thing, when you're installing matte PPF onto the car, especially with Tata cars, we do a paint correction first to smoothen out the paint. Even if this was gloss, there were a lot of scratches all across the car, which is not expected from a 2-day-old car, but Tata is Tata. So we're going to be doing a full paint correction in order to smoothen out all the surface so that the application of the film happens properly and smoothly. There's no unevenness in the film anywhere, because when you're doing a matte PPF, every single undulation shows, and even these body lines strike up. So it's very important to have perfection when you're converting gloss to matte. If you do it in a manner that's not really good, it'll show up and finish of the car will not look good. So anyways, let's get started with the first process, which is the decontamination wash, followed by the paint correction. So now one of the next stages that need to be done, a lot of people don't do this when they're installing the matte film. Like we said in the beginning of the video, you got to do paint correction on the entire car. Now this ensures that the entire surface becomes smooth. If there are any minor scratches, all those imperfections are taken out with the help of the paint correction that we do. We don't need to do a step 3 level paint correction. Even if you do a level 1 paint correction, that's good enough. It's just meant to smoothen out the paint before the PPF is installed so that we get that impeccable finish at the end and there's no sort of waviness in the paint. And usually with Tata cars, some of the parts there is a little bit of waviness in some parts, just to smoothen that out so the sheet has a uniform finish throughout the paint and throughout the car. That is why we do paint correction. So let's move into the paint correction stage. So now one of the next stages that we do after the paint correction is to remove all the handles and the logos from the body. This is basically done so that the sheet sits all over the car and there are no cuts in the sheet. Specifically when we're installing matte PPF on a gloss car, we need to do it edge to edge with 0-0 cutting so that you can't see the gloss anywhere on the paint, because if you can see that, it's going to look really messy. So let's come and show you what all we're doing right now. We're removing the handles. The mirrors has been removed. Why? Now, if you come in closer, you will be able to see that the PPF will get tucked in inside. But if we didn't take out the mirror was jutting out till here, and we'd have to cut it right here. So that's why we removed it, so the sheet can get tucked in all the way so that it looks like the car is painted, which you will see at the end of the video. So we're removing off the handles, and people keep saying puri gaadi khulni padti hai to convert the car into matte. That's not the case. Like you can see, we've removed the mirrors, the handles. On the other side, let me show you. In the front, we had a Safari logo on the bonnet, which has been removed, and all these logos usually are on double tape, so those can be stuck back. On the side, the mirrors have gone out. The window lining strips will come out as well, but these are just on clips, so you can slide them out. You remove the handles here as well. So there's a clean finish. So when the sheet sits, it'll sit completely, and then the handles will go on top. So there's a clean finish to the entire thing. On the sides, again, these strips will come out. Nothing else on the side has been removed. So on the side, you can see the entire roof rail has come out, and we've taken that out so the sheet can be tucked in all the way as well, so that the top, when the roof rail sits, it kind of sits towards the inside of the roof. So if we don't take out the roof rail, we won't be able to cut it all the way till the edge which is there. So we want to tuck it in and then install the roof rail on top. On the side, we have just taken out the tail light, which is basically on two nuts, and then you just have to disconnect the coupler. Like you can see, this is the coupler. All you have to do is pull out the tail light and disconnect it, and that should be done. So anyways, let's move into the opening and show you the other side as we open it. So like you've seen, we're now done with the entire matte PPF on the car, and just look at how the car looks. It looks a lot better than with black. Blue matte, honestly, this is one of the first we've done with the Tatas. It looks a lot better than the XV700 color because it's got this violet and blue tinge. So the car looks really, really nice. So if you want to get your car done in matte and you're buying a Safari, honestly, instead of going for the black, go for the dark blue color. I'm not sure what the name is, but go for that, because just look at the finishing of this car. It looks way better than black. In the daytime, it's got this nice little hue of blue and violet, which keeps shifting color. And at night, it pretty much looks very close to black. So if you want something that'll be kind of a dual color, honestly, go for the blue in the Safari and then get the matte PPF installed. The car will look amazing. This is a special PPF that we've installed onto it, which is called the matte hide PPF. So you can't really make out the car was gloss at all, and it's got a little bit of a satin finish to it just to add a little gloss to the entire car. I can't tell you how special the car looks. I want to take you around the car right now. As you can see, all the logos have been put back, which we had removed initially. So everything is done on a marking scale, and we place that scale exactly back and then place the logos accurately. Now, if you go on to the side, honestly, it's just the blue of the car just looks so good. It looks amazing because of the blue tinge. With black, it would have looked very dull, but with the blue tinge, it's looking really, really nice. Honestly, on the side, all the logos again have been installed because we use the scale marking. So it's exactly how the manufacturer had given it. All the handles have gone back. All the window strips have gone back. Your entire roof layer is back exactly to where it is. So all the parts that need to be removed are removed so that the tuck-in is properly. Because right now, when you look at the car, you can't make out that this ever was a gloss car unless you open the door and see the inside part of it. You would never know that this was a gloss car just 2 days back. So that is the kind of perfection you need to have when you're installing it. Because if you have those lines and cuts which are jutting out, the car will not look good. And especially when you're doing a gloss to matte conversion, it needs to be absolutely perfect to give you that flawless finish. So it looks like the car came in matte. Come in closer, let me show you why we take out the strips. So if you see right here, you will not see the line of where the PPF was cut at all. This is completely one sheet which is installed and it's tucked in inside. Now, if you look at the handle areas, like I told you, you can't see any lines of cut. Even inside the door cups, there are no cuts at all. So it looks like it's painted. So there is a reason of why we remove certain parts. We're not messing with any mechanical aspects of your car or any electricals of the car. We pretty much remove only the necessary item in order to give you the finishing that we have. So anyways, enjoy the aftershots of this car.
I have just got my PPF done here at Crankit, and I think we can't be happier to see the outcome of how this has come. We bought the blue Safari, and we've always wanted to do the PPF so that the car is shielded with all elements. But we were not sure whether we want to do glossy or the matte.
That
But
was
I
the
think-
dilemma in the beginning.
Yeah.
How did you
Why-
get convinced though? Yeah,
I think we were leaning more towards matte, but we
Okay.
didn't know how it will look finally because we haven't really seen
Yeah.
blue matte in Safari.
How did matte come to your mind though?
Matte, we've seen Kia and we've seen XUV
So
matte
initially,
and all.
before we bought Safari, the plan
Yeah.
was to buy Kia Seltos.
Okay.
But then we wanted a bigger car.
Okay.
And Kia comes, the top model comes in
X-Line.
Matte, X-Line,
It
yeah.
comes by default
Yeah.
in matte.
So it
Yeah.
was gorgeous. Matte is always gorgeous. We've
Huh.
seen it in black, but blue we were not quite sure.
And you also suggested, right?
Correct.
That go with matte.
Yeah.
It's going to look great. And this is, I think, first blue Safari in
Yep.
matte, right?
Yep. As
I
per
think
my
it's a
research in
good-
Maharashtra, this is the first right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
The test also that we did between
Yeah.
glossy and matte made us sure that okay, we want to do matte.
Correct.
So yeah, I think that is what it is. The car
Really
looks.
The blue tinge is
Anyway,
the
Safari is a beautiful car, but with the matte now, it's just become more stunning and incredible, which is
Absolutely.
good.
It's not blue now. If you
It's
look at
more
the
on
shade,
the-
it's
Yeah.
more of a darker side, and it is giving that purplish shade. You know?
That blue and purple is kind of switching between that. And when it moves on the road, like you were shooting yesterday, based on the sunlight,
Yeah.
when there was no sunlight, it was black, blue, purple. So I've got a color with 3 in it. So yeah, overall, honestly, I loved working here.
Yeah,
This project came out a lot better than I was hoping for. And yeah, now working on a black car is going to seem boring after this.
Yeah.
So whoever's looking for a Safari, I think if you're buying the blue, a lot of people are going to be copying your style now.
I think it's they are going to refer to this blue now
Yeah.
to decide.
That's why we've taken a lot of pictures. Tata is now offering matte black. They just started it.
We
Just
saw that
now.
it was.
Not the blue, but I'm sure maybe after they have a look at this, I'm sure they'll start it.
It's excellent. The work looks very well done.
Can you make out it was ever gloss?
Yeah. You and your team,
Thank you. You can't make out it was ever gloss.
yeah.
No.
Looks like it's been painted.
It was always matte. That's how. So we're gonna have questions. Where did this color come from? We haven't seen it.
Exclusive colored blanket. Thank
You want
you.
to say something, Inaya, about the car?
Oh yeah, how did she like it? How did she?
I'm not in the mood.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.